A lovely opening for the team, I would say. It's a 3v4 that's left out.
Really good play, definitely that pop flash and that exact time peak worked perfectly for them, but the way they entered towards it, that didn't really work out for them. They lost 3 players here. Crossfire here, and I don't think he has a bomb. The plant cannot come before he fights with both of them. Is that possible? Swings in. Is gonna check Joy Boy. Gets the first one. Knows the second one is on the left hand. Still contesting. The shot not landing. A very crucial round. Yet they, all 3 players holding the same position. Then all the coming in. Joy Boy spotting one. Gets down. Pick someone off. It's gonna be yellow flash getting picked off. Elements with a counter nonetheless. 3v1. Doesn't really look like a round that could go in favor of Dragon Lord. But this position, they know it's to be pushed. One side already down. Yellow flash has been picked off. And that push not at all working for Excite. Gonna get shut down. Last but not least, it's going to be Arjun. Getting shut down as well. That
Is right, along with elements. Good one, I would say. A retaliation, but not gonna last longer. Poker has the op, long range battle comes. Oops. Ouch.
the timing not really working in favor for Blitz that round. Sadly, the smoke fading off exactly when.
Lovely plan from Blitz.
Lovely plan nonetheless, because they are getting dragged across by their throats in this round, and see just the way they've executed. Beautiful one tap to finish it all off. A 5-7 score line. Blitz were not ready to take 8-4. He will be doing a lot of impact on the round itself. Elements is gonna get mollied off, but the Molotov is not exactly in his line of sight. The pop flash perfectly timed. Oh, beautiful 2K. Perfectly lined them up. I don't think he was expecting Crime. Really nice off angle. Might not get checked that early on. Has that 1 or 2 second window for him to get those connections, and that's the window I was talking about. Perfectly placed himself, gets one, instantly swings out, takes down Innocent as well with him. 11 on 11 has now. They had that opportunity, they had a chance to get a man advantage, but they weren't able to, acquire it. Ooh, nice overextension from Grindmaster. Gets 2, gets 3rd one really damn low, almost down to 1 HP. Blitz somehow turning around the tables at this point.
Maintaining cool, calm composure. They tried to flush him out with the UPD, but no. Oh, that was not supposed to miss out. And here comes Innocent in big time trouble with 3-man moving in. Why exactly that the combo, the off shot connection and equalers are happening? Element has the angle. Now look at the way they are coordinating the attack, denying the entry at this juncture, but not gonna be for long. They're quick utility to flush the player out. It worked in the player's name. Wow! What a move it is there. Clip it, Mr. Producer.
It was definitely
Oh. Wow, indeed. I wanted such a beautiful shot to happen, and here comes that too from Destroyer. Engaging battle. Let's go. The answer for Blitz most likely right in the beginning, losing out focus. Another banger from Destroyer. That's when the finalist was grabbed by them. Innocent, not innocent over here, but meanwhile, why Excite? I think this is the second time happening, and just like that pack of cards, Crime Master Coco, last one standing, a 1v3 situation for him. Elements and
towards ladder, has to push up now. Let's see, is someone gonna expect him to be there? Ooh, all of them completely vulnerable. Jinwoo finds 3, Harrigalan finds 2 for himself. It's like that, a quick game for us. Oh, quick.
Trying to, back him off, but no, he's not gonna back off. But the AWP in the hands, the stunner working in the favor. Oh no, the AWP is down. And the round getting again into the name of DSD. 2 players still standing. It's KA against CK. Men's immediately getting a 2K. A lovely opening for the team, I would say. It's a 3v4 that's left out.
Really good play, definitely that pop flash and that exact time peak worked perfectly for them, but the way they entered towards it, that didn't really work out for them. They lost 3 players here. Crossfire here, and I don't think he has a bomb. The plant cannot come before he fights with both of them. Is
Oh,
that possible? Swings in. Is gonna check Joy Boy. Gets the first one. Knows the second one is on the left hand. Johnson still contesting. The shot not landing. A very crucial round. Yet all 3 players holding the same position. Then worked out. All the coming in. Joy Boy spotting one. Gets down. Picks someone off. Gonna be yellow flash quickly getting picked off. Elements with a counter nonetheless. 3v1. Doesn't really look like a round that could go in favor of Dragon Lord. But this position, ooh, they know it's to be pushed. 1/3 already down. Yellow flash has been picked off. And ooh, that push not at all working for Excite. Gonna get shut down. Last but not least, it's gonna be Arjun. Getting shut down as well. That
is right, along with elements. Good one, I would say. A retaliation, but not gonna last longer. Poker has the op, long range battle comes. Oops. Ouch.
the timing not really working in favor for Blitz that round.
Hmm.
Sadly, the smoke fading off exactly when.
Lovely plan from Blitz.
Lovely plan nonetheless, because they are getting dragged across by their throats in this round. And see just the way they've executed. Beautiful, beautiful one tap to finish it all off. A 5-7 score line. Blitz were not ready to take 8-4. He will be doing a lot of impact on the round itself. Elements is gonna get mollied off, but the Molotov is not exactly in his line of sight. The pop flash perfectly timed. Oh, beautiful 2K. Perfectly lined them up. I don't think he was expecting Crime. Really nice off angle. Might not get checked that early on. Has that 1 or 2 second window for him to get those connections, and that's the window I was talking about. Perfectly placed himself, gets one, instantly swings out, takes down Innocent as well with him. 11 on 11 has now. They had that opportunity, they had a chance to get a man.
Elements immediately getting a 2K. A lovely opening for the team, I would say. It's a 3v4 that's left out.
Really good play, definitely that pop flash.
Elements immediately getting a 2K. A lovely opening for the team, I would say. It's a 3v4 that's left out.
Really good play, definitely that pop flash and that exact time peak worked perfectly for them, but the way they entered towards it, that didn't really work out for them. They lost 3 players here. Crossfire here, and I don't think he has a bomb. The plant cannot come before he fights with both of them. Is that possible? Swings in. Is gonna check Joy Boy. Gets the first one. Knows the second one is on the left hand. Johnson still contesting. The shot not landing. A very crucial round. Yet all 3 players holding the same position. Then worked out. All the coming in. Joy Boy spotting one. Gets down. Picks someone off. Gonna be yellow flash quickly getting picked off. Elements with a counter nonetheless. 3v1. Doesn't really look like a round that could go in favor of Dragon Lord. But this position, ooh, they know it's to be pushed. 1/3 already down. Yellow flash has been picked off. And ooh, that push not at all working for Excite. Gonna get shut down. Last but not least, it's gonna be Arjun. Getting shut down as well. That
Is right, along with elements. Good one, I would say. A retaliation, but not gonna last longer. Poker has the op, long range battle comes. Oops. Ouch.
the timing not really working in favor for Blitz that round.
Hmm.
Sadly, the smoke fading off exactly when.
Lovely plan from Blitz.
Lovely plan nonetheless.
So hello and welcome CS2 fans. This is Santa joined by Pi. We are at the NVIDIA iCafe attack and thanks to ASUS along with ROG for sponsoring the event. Check out the products offered by ASUS. Also check out the NVIDIA graphic cards. They are quite powerful and for gamers very much needed to take the game to the next level. Having said that, we are here to present you the finals of the series. We have the finalists which have performed extremely well and they made it through. So, Pai, we saw some amazing action matches yesterday. I hope that today as well the matches would be good.
Yeah, we definitely will be seeing the grand finals today, and it is surely going to be a fun experience. BO3 and both the teams we have already seen perform have been really, really strong teams. But what will they do today? That is going to be the question. It is definitely going to be a fun match up to witness. And let's see, will they be able to bring their A game today? Will they be able to get the first position and take away the prizes for this tournament? Or is it going to be them securing a second place? That could be an unfortunate situation for them after putting in this much effort and work. But with that being said, the map for today, for the starting of the day, is going to be Anubis. So let's dive right into it whenever we can.
Yes, indeed. Let's directly dive into the map as soon as the players are ready. And yes, quite a lot of memories in Anubis when we played back in the day, and it has paved a path towards the competitive. Now, got to see how these teams are going to perform. We know the names, we saw the players performing. They are getting up for the battle that is going to ensue. So, here they are the Dragons against Dragon Lord Aryan versus DSD. So, we saw how Crush, Jinwoo, Discount Killer, Ravana, and Carrigan made the path through to the finals at the same point of time. Aryan, Yellow Flash, Excite, Destroyer, and I see a new name, probably a rename or maybe a new person onto the part into the lineup. So got to see how Bombardillo is gonna perform. Now Ravana is ready. Here comes the dual Baratas. The flash. Oh no! Just a moment and then gone off the map. So Dragons making a big move right at the beginning.
They have started off in a really good manner. They have the first opening, they have the side control as well. Jinwoo holding back side, will be contesting them. Finds one, but that's all he's going to be good for. Crush comes in for the support. Good for two really, really good picks for himself. They need to get the defuse in. One player holding main, one towards fountain. Still need to clear them. Excite. That opening definitely gave him the opportunity to come inside the side, find two for himself. Takes on Carrigan. And Crush as well is going to fall. One player, 1 HP. You can pretty easily get this, and there you go. The double peak definitely works every single time, and even this time, we will see Dragon Lords taking away the first round of the game. Beautifully done. Let's see what they can do in the second round, given that they have a full buy, or at least a semi-bonus buy they will be definitely using. Maybe they can even get a third round. Let's see. Second round definitely is gonna go in their favor though. Do you think DSD can do something? Maybe stack up a site or something. With that they can counter them.
Probable tactics can be applied. Have to see if they would go for it or not. And as of now, Ravana has that's destroyer. So obvious fact that it had the angle and immediately take off. The second one also about to go down, but no, look at the way the retaliation happened, and it's 2v4, one more round, almost into the name of Dragons. They are flying high, and at this juncture, Discount Killer has to get this pick up, but I don't think he has the angle. Wow, what a cover and a position being maintained by his side. With that, Discount Killer low on health, and look at the way he falls back a little bit to gain the bit of advantage, but not against Excite. Exchanging the shots, a lovely banger, and with that, one more round into the name of Dragon Lord Aryan. I believe so, with the loss bonus trigger, DSD should make a comeback at this juncture.
They should be surely making a comeback at this point of time. This is gonna be full buy. They have invested an op as well. Crush should be able to, defend the positions that he's going to be holding. I think might as well position it towards connector. Let's see where exactly he's going to predict them to come and hit this round. Slowly but steadily, he's need to go and get this round. If they don't, DSC can pretty easily get their comeback. 2-0 scoreline. DSD at a back foot right now. You can pretty easily come back out of that zone as well. Just the beginning of the game. But the play style right now is going to be really slow for even the terrorists. They don't really want to go in really, really fast. There's a buy round for DSD and they can pretty easily counter them. Any the coin. And there you go. Jinwoo, beautiful hold. Takes on Bombardillo. There's one more pushing up behind him from double doors. Flash definitely not landing much.
Mhm.
Definitely a 4v4. EST still needs to hold down their sights pretty well, but Destroyer and Excite definitely have different things planned.
Wow, indeed. Pretty good cover. Jinbu, as of now, the smoke allowing him to make a little bit of maneuver, but not for long. As soon as a little peek happened, Destroyer with the support of bomb drill low, taking him down. Now, gotta see Kargilan, the last one standing. Yeah, so Op obviously will go for a save. Yep. Even the time is also a factor. The plant already occurred. The post-plant situation possibly will look for a pick-off as well. Dragonlord Aryan making the move. Seems as if Destroyer is not going to allow the offer to just go away. We have another Excite, well prepared. Carrigalan, look at the angle, man. A bit of a cheeky one. I don't think the exit track might happen. Possibly. Let's see.
Hey, at least the good thing is they were able to get that op out of this round. So at least something to them, something to help them. Some exit track as well to sweeten the ending, but I don't think so it's going to be a sweet ending for him. He is definitely going to get picked off. Eventually, a 0-3 scoreline won't be able to get their hands on the op again.
Hmm.
Do they have a buy? They surely do not have a buy. They should, or pretty well will be ecoing this time. Dragon Lords, beautiful executions. But the thing with Anubis is they can, like, plays can pretty easily change at any time and the game can completely turn around as well. And DSD is waiting for that opportunity. The second they get the first round, the momentum pretty well can be shifted towards their side. But they need that round for that.
Yes, agreed. Round victory is very much needed. Now, round number three, I was 100% sure that, the team would go ahead and bag the victory, particularly with the utilities available and the loadout. Seemed as if that didn't work against the Dragonlord, the Dragons. Even yesterday, we have seen Dragonlord Aryan performing quite aggressively. The 13 to 0, that itself was a big time statement. Now, got to see if they are going for a similar kind of run today as well, because Sunday, obviously, best of three series, they may have a plan. Everyone would has one. I got to spend some family. If that's the case, then yeah. Uh, again, it would be way too soon to talk about it. So let's wait and watch. What's the numbers are going to talk about it?
This is definitely a different situation for TSD to be on the receiving end of such rounds where they're literally losing every single one. And even this time around, it's not going to be a easy task for them to even get control on the map. But oh well, Destroyer is going to whip some of his shots. The spray not landing in the best way possible is going to get him picked off. A
Hmm.
4v5 situation. DST surprisingly has that man advantage. They will try to get away with that gun. But is that going to be possible? They know this is an eco round for them. Should play off the gun. Raven, on
Mhm.
the other hand, has a decent position. Is going to get checked as well. There's a 5-7. There's going to be the Molotov as well.
Oh, oh.
Four players peeking in. Ravana finds the first blow. Discount with a beautiful backup
Hmm.
fire takes down Yellow Flash, but in an instant, Excite and Bombardilo will be taking down three players. Oof. 3-2. Really a difficult situation for Caligaran.
It was a bit of an overpeak, and again, pistols against a rifle, obviously not the even matchup. Again, lost bonus triggered, an op investment, double op investment. That's quite interesting. And the others with good loadout, hoping to see a comeback. Now, how exactly it's going to happen would be unleashed. Waiting for the same. Maybe the team is still assessing the situation and making a play to go further. Slightly a bit of cautious step from DSD. If that's the case, then got to see. And here comes an answer right in the beginning. A crushing blow from Crush. That too over a heavy
Oh,
one.
what?
Excite
What?
another. By the time I can talk about it, fight is done and dusted, and that it is Ravana who went down.
Ooh, that was a close call there. Discount had an opportunity to get the frag, but the moment closest crosshair, someone peeked in. And just timed, bad timing for him.
Hmm.
4v4 situation. Excite is also going to fall. Ravana as well has been taken down. But the double up investment here shows how desperate they are to get that first round on the board.
Mhm.
Hopefully, this is going to come in for them. If it doesn't, there's going to be a lot of economy going down the drain. Discount has a really good cheeky angle, but this corner might be a difficulty for him to cover out of. But who finds one? Instead, Carrigalan is going to get picked off. Goes for the follow-up, but it was a very, very vulnerable peak in front of three players. He would have surely not been able to pull it out of.
Whew, that definitely was something. It is Crush and Jinwoo, both at a very good position at the juncture. Has a very, I believe they have provided the intel to each other, and way the attack is about to happen, I definitely expect a quick 2K, but no, Jinwoo is in trouble into the crossfire situation. Avoided the flashbang, but no, not before the destruction that occurred. And yes, quite unfortunately, a lot of investment went without any positive result. So, what exactly is DSD going to do is quite clueless for me at this juncture, and they got to wait another round. Maybe if they can make something out of this pistol round, possibly get some frags the way they tried attempted earlier. The numbers are not looking that good as well. 4, 2, 2, 1, and 2. And on the other front, you see numbers like 6 each, fours. Heavy hitters, heavy hitters. And even Bomber Thriller, very good contribution towards the team.
Yeah, they're definitely, struggling to get control on the map and even just find those frags where needed. Even though the
Hmm.
rounds they're losing are like still little close where they can pretty easily come out of. But at this point of time, see, every single time they somehow manage to find those openings. And with
Yes.
pistols as well, again, their shots are definitely landing. Maybe just the timing or their luck is not in their favor. A
Hmm.
3v5 this time around. They've managed to find two weapons as well. Easy
Hmm.
situation for them to clutch out of. But see, that's the thing. If Ravana gets picked off at this point of time, DSD will definitely lose.
Ooh. Interesting point indeed. AK's over here, attempted discount killer, slightly under troublesome situation. Two players approaching, and on the other front, Cargill along with Jimbo, Big Mo's destruction as well, contributing for the same. The lovely bangers. That's a fantastic 2K. The last man standing has to get the three, and it's an ace on the play. Troublesome indeed with that health left out, and not a lot to work with. So has to avoid the damage, and at the same point of time needs to get the frag. But against an op, an AK, and with Crush at a corner, got to see trouble. He got into trouble, and just like that. Crush has maintained the position and was very sneaky about it. Did not give out any intel. Knew for sure that the other one would fall into the trap, and that's what happened. Very worked out, very well planned out attack, I would say, from DSD, and good. They got the first. Have to maintain this, and since they gained the momentum, got to go further from here.
See, that's the thing. That's exactly what they were trying to do. Every single time they were extending to a position, they wanted to get control of that area, but they weren't able to find it. This round, they were able to get those frags, get those conversions as well, and see Crush just crushing them. But the Molotov forced them to not complete that rotation into the cover. But that unfortunately is going to get him picked off. A 4v4 situation once again. DSP has that double off setup still going for them. Carrigalan Martinez just try peeks that is gonna get picked off, but instantly a trade coming in from Yellow Flash. A 3-on-3 situation. Difficult control, difficult situation for them to control right now. Even terrorists have not yet gotten the sights. They're slowly rotating. Let's see what they do.
Ooh, 4 rounds of difference. 4 rounds of difference needs to be bridged, and off double AK And AK's on the front. Ravna has a very good advantage. It's a 2K. Oh no, the flick did not happen, and there Aryan landed slow along with the destroyer. Okay, is walking, and Aryan and Yellow Flash. Indeed, it is. They attempted to block path for a moment, and now that the incendiary is off, as the position knows for a moment, the player is looking around the corner. Didn't check it. At the same point, he took the position, gonna fall for the bait. Oh, lovely flick. I like it, didn't you? Wow, indeed. And what a contribution from the team as well. Fantastically done.
Pretty fantastically played out. Sinvu for a crazy, crazy clutch is definitely going to pull a crazy round off there. A 5-on-2 situation. See, that's the first round that they were looking for till this point. The second they got it, they have turned around the game completely. That being said, economy for the terrorists now is gonna be in shambles. Just 2 AKs with Tech 9s. That's all they have. But at least they have the utils going in for them. You can use the throwables. Might as well get those entries to an extent. But the fights, that's where they might struggle.
Yes, but double check to that. Again, a double op investment. Prior, it didn't work exactly the way they expected or anticipated. Want to see if they can make the best out of the situation. Now, 3 rounds to work with. Bob low, extremely low. Not at all gonna be easy for him to take the front battle. Has to be as soon as the entry happens and the quick practice expected. He was so low. Just a breeze of a bullet and a lovely shot connection missed, and that's a big time miss. Destruction indeed again into the lineup of DSD. Got to save the top, or maybe Crush can get a 2K. Have to see. He has that angle, of course, and Yellow Flash could be the one. Lovely flash to the play. Excite right from the other, even Karakulan approaching for the same to provide essential support. This particular corner is never working for DSD. I don't know why. It only worked once to back around, and after that they have been falling short around the plant area.
They have surely been falling short. The plant is where they're struggling to even hold the sites or even get into the sites right now. And the CTs definitely struggling. 6-2 score line. Lost another round. Their lead. Oh, their lead. The momentum that they had secured is now going to go back in the hands of Dragon Lords. Mr. Killer with the spam there through the smoke. I don't think he's going to find anyone. We can see there is no one on the other end of that smoke. Aryan has that up. Waiting for someone to peek in. Through a main. Timing found it perfectly, but Bombardilo just ran over his throat. Zinwu as well is going to find the second blow. Aryan as well is going to fall. Karagalan finds Yellow Flash. CTSD is still trying to change things around. Beautiful corner hold from him. Excite is going to make... Oh, he's going to get picked off there. Destroyer still in the game. A 1v3 still alive. Can go to the B side. Though looks a bit iffy for him to go there. Yeah, he's boxed in. There's both ends. How can he even contest them?
Not at all an easy situation, of course, indeed. And the victory, DSD needed that from quite some time. Good economy gained. Yet they have to make sure that victory is continuing. I mean, they have to back one more. Still a lot to work with. And on the other front, trying to save a little bit, I believe so. Yes, didn't invest much into the equipment and are working with what they got. But one getting and the other moving in got to show. Okay, it's a good configuration, I would say. A person checking out on the back front and the others moving in line. So the first would be Discount Killer about to take a tanger, a lovely flash, and look at the way. Wow, Dragon Lord, what a move indeed it is. Now, expectedly one more at the same front, and with that, the round would go into the name of Dragon. Sorry, the other way around, DSD. But look at the way the two players have been taken down, and Crash is the last one standing. I'm not sure why he's not using the rifle. Onto the reload and looking at the situation, he's gonna go with the pistol. Excite the last going for the diffuse, and this is where a blow should happen. I don't know why Excite is wow. Okay, that was under the wraps. A very sneaky play, and man, oh man, you turn around, you have the opponent right behind you. Of course, is scared for sure. Look at the way he was going for the plan, didn't even give him any chance to retaliate. And the moment he understood he was about to get attacked, boom, the frag happened. 6-2-4. Still 2 rounds to bridge the gap.
See,
Now,
pros don't fake Santa. Pros really don't ever fake. That is the sign of that. Crush held the diffuse. He got the diffuse as well. That's how you play it off, where you don't have to fight. Why fight? Just avoid violence, guys. Not that it's Counter Strike, but oh well. Karikalan on the other hand, overextending to his aim main, finds two beautiful frags for himself. Is gonna take away the man advantage for his team. Ooh, 5v3. DST has the control this time around. Karikalan sadly will not be in a similar situation. Crush saw. Oof, Destroyer still swung into the up. Really confident there. Is gonna get punished though. Karikalan finds another. Ravana, ooh. Ravana is gonna get shut down. Timing not working out.
yes, got to make sure that the timing is perfect enough for them to land the perfect flow. Excite, last one standing with the Galeen. He's been taken off the mark as well. I didn't expect the positioning from this counter. 5-6 and a timeout, very much needed. Let's take a look at the replay. Pretty good smoke cover and then landing the blow. That was supposed to happen the other way around. They had the crosshair placement. I'm not certain how they missed out on Kariklan because they checked the corners at the same point of time. Dragon Lord with that positioning advantage slightly surprised indeed.
These things happen, and Dragon Lord sadly was not able to get that round
Mhm.
either. One more round to go in the half, and DSG can pretty easily make it an equalizer situation and a 6-on-6 and take it from the next half. That's where they can pretty easily pull away with the lead. But let's see if they can manage to get this round even. The way things are turning around, Dragon Lords have stopped getting rounds at this point, and every single time DST is just overextending any one of those positions has been able to get decent amount of control, but this time even that util did not do much. Destroyer with the Tech 9 finds one. Discount Killer, why did you swap? Why did you switch? And he had to pay for his mistakes. A 3-on-1 situation, Dungeon off, definitely a doable situation, but the amount of utils that's being dumped on him is what is making his life a little bit more difficult. Noses one to its fountain, one to its main, one side, holds an angle, waits for the right time. Every single util. Bro, this is brutal. See, in the end, Crush
Mhm.
definitely got frustrated and just swung out.
Agreed with you. 13 already to Crush, and here 16 and 10 for Destroyer, Yellow Flash. Good numbers. Now got to see how the next couple rounds would be. So far, 7-5. Running out 7-5. Wow, indeed. So the 2 rounds difference, it definitely seems that DSD will bridge the gap as fast as they can. Just waiting how exactly that's going to happen. They slowly crawl back in. So the comeback is there, and they have the plan in place. Have done it earlier as well. At the same point of time, gave us a lot of surprises. Let's hope so that in the first map we do not get that kind of surprises.
Hopefully, we don't get such a surprise like that, but it is gonna be a fast B execute coming out. Yellow Flash is gonna fall. That backstab not working for him. They now need to rotate back to his B side. They've lost. Okay, now it's gonna be a late B execute as well somehow. Destroyer is gonna take down Ravana. He was not expecting player to be holding there. Destroyer now have to fight four players at the same time. Jinwoo has that perfect timing there, takes on Destroyer. They lost the side control. They need to get back to the retake, but Aryan single-handedly taking both the players down. Both the terrorists are now going to fall. Just one person alive. He's going to walk up behind them. They don't have an idea, but discount waited too long. The trigger is not really in his favor. Gets one, gets the second. They were trying to defuse, but the timing was not in DSD's favor. Oh, it's not in Dragonlord's favor there. A nice try. A very close one though. Sadly, not able to find it there.
Very well attempted indeed. At the same point of time, see, it's possible. It's quite possible the things would go haywire at same times. At sometimes, what's wrong with it? So you have to be prepared for the same. 7-6, almost there. So an equalizer is also possible, but at this juncture, what a big opening. Lovely bomb drill, definitely had the connection, and now it is turn of DSD. The bandit is low, and there we go. It begins, and just like that, yellow flash, the last man standing. Of course, without any utilities, it is difficult to defend themselves, or maybe land the attack if you say the other way around. Struggling a little bit at this juncture. Next round could be the one, and Dragon Lord has to make those moves. Curriculum, he's been checked both the corners before they wanted to cover him from both angles, not leaving any opportunity to land the blow. And it worked out. 7 each on the score. And numbers, yes, they are speaking for the same. 15 to the name of Crush. Got to see how the answer would be. 17 for Destroyer, single-handedly taking it further.
It is going to be a 7-on-7 and Destroyer playing it out like a pro. Let us see if DSD can hold down the sights this time. Ooh, DSD definitely getting picked off one by one. Destroyer again is single-handedly taking down DSD like they're nothing. Bombardillo does his damage, finds one for himself. Discount killer, final player. They didn't even pick up the bomb. That was a bit unfortunate. But at least it's a good thing now that he can pretty easily rotate back to another side. Down to a 4v1. And if we were to talk about just one player for Dragonlord holding here, need to be a bit careful. One pushing top. Discount holding the patient to the Bombardillo. He is definitely going to overextend. Gets the rewards, finds discount. Is going to discount him from the map, and a 7-8 goal line going in favor for Dragonlords. Not letting DSD even get one single round lead, man. They're like, guys, no, we can't afford to give them a lead. Let's just not risk it.
See, even though they know for the fact that, the lead that they got so far, and the way the path has been laid on, the manner with which they have covered it so far, it's not been easy, because right in the beginning, the Dragons, they have been the one who went totally and over it, and the struggle continuing slightly. Quick pickoffs from both fronts, 8-7. Got to see what the Crush is gonna do. Pretty good angle. A lovely attempt from Discount Killer, although no damage dished out. Attempted. Oh, that could have been troublesome indeed. But look at the way the cover and the manner with which moving in. Here, it can be a bit of troublesome, because the last angle cover, that didn't work. Jinwoo picking off quickly. Bombardillo on the mark. DSD, nice move so far. Jinwoo also low on health. So Discount Killer pretty surely, he is waiting for the teammate to make the cover. Look at the plan. They maintain the crossfire situation. And that's a bait. So it's pretty likely, yes, indeed. Lovely positioning. Nicely planned out, coordinated attack. And yellow flash along with Aryan. The last two now down to one. Curriculum. Wow, man. Now that all four are low on health, there is still a bit of hope for Aryan to make this 4K happen.
Still some possibility of him getting some frags from this round. That's the best he can do. This time Dragon Lords was not able to stop DST from getting that plant. Sadly, 4v1, one player is going to be lurking all across the map. Three players slowly extending. Maybe they can take down Arden so that their economy is a bit more in shambles. That being said, might as well get some amount of money this time. I think they will be able to get another round of buy. Yeah, they can afford something this time. Decent loadout for them. DST, they really need to get back their heads in the game. If they need to get back that lead, a 9-8 scoreline is what they can manage if they were to win this round. Even Jinwoo and Crush have been playing really well. Ravana and Karigalan, they have been finding their frags. Where are they struggling? What is happening? Destroyer, on the other hand, has 19 frags for his name. Definitely dominating DST this time around. Just one player holding. They can go for a fast execute. Need to be a bit careful about how they go about it. But might as well fake a. Flash is coming in. They don't have a buy. Ravana with a beautiful spray transfer takes Arden down. It's gonna be Bombardillo falling as well. Destroyer finds one through the smoke. Still surviving. Taking down the situation to a 1v4. Can he survive once again and save one more time?
Yes, yes, indeed. Destroyer, the last one. He got focus a couple of times, and he did it in the prior set of tournaments as well. Now, well capable enough, just have to check the angles, and he's pretty much doing the same. Knows for sure he'll check from behind, and with this, doesn't seem like the backstab would be that possible. Had maintained the position. Now, got to see if he'll get these pickups. Not a lot of time to work with. DSD will definitely take it further and destroy a while he managed to get one time is not of the bankrupt force indeed. DSD bagging the victory 9-8. Now, Dragon, what happened is still a question in my head. Probably, a slight bit of miss here and there. Meanwhile, DSD is slowly picking it up. Another op investment crush, definitely making sure that his shots are making the impact. 16 to his name. Wow, indeed.
Definitely Crush is trying his level best, but even then he can't out frag a Destroyer where he is on a streak. That's 21 frags for his name. It's 9-10. It's a really good strat coming out for him. Destroyer holding close B main, has a decent position. That grenade as well doing some damage, I hope. Two players still there. That's gonna be the flash. Might expect a push then. Have to reposition a little bit, and there you go, yellow flash, beautiful corners being held by him. Jinwoo is gonna fall, becomes a victim to that drop. He's gonna get punished as well. Karigalan, now just the flash, doesn't really get a follow-up peek for him to take down, but oh well, Bombardillo this time around is not gonna be able to survive for much longer. 3v4, they have almost gotten the side control. Still need to be a bit careful about how they approach it. There you go. Already entered. Karigalan finds Aryan. Destroyer has a sight all to himself. Can do the damage that his team needs. Karigalan falls. One more player has been picked off, and Crush in a 1v3 has a knob to make things a little bit more dicey for him to win. 8-9, I think it's fair enough to say it's going to be a 9-9 scoreline. Santa, like the way things are going, why do I feel like will stretch on to the third map as well?
Huh. Good point. Because both teams are evenly matched out to each other, and the numbers so far, or maybe the map victories, are leading towards the conclusion. And yes, somewhere in this process, I had that thought expectedly, let's see if the third map as well would go more entertainment, more action for us and to cover. Obviously, even the viewers would appreciate to go ahead and see the third map of their favorite players. And even us, Pi, we have seen these guys playing against each other quite good number of times. We almost know how exactly they move, where the plan would be. But today I see a lot of change in the strategy or maybe the formations, etc., etc., etc. A lot of things to be covered. Yellow Flash has the op as of now, and Crush continuing the flow. 17 to his name. 9 each. Let's begin the round. A destroyer over here. Oh my goodness, he's been covered from both angles, but quickly takes a pick off. The usual not allowing him a lot of room to work with. The lovely utilities exchange from both the corners, and Bombadillo comes in for a rescue, but before which they lose a bit of. And with that, Crush, Jinwoo, the last two. Whew, troublesome.
Whew. It is becoming a troublesome round for DST. Finally, Dragon Lords taking back their lead that they'd lost. Destroyer has a decent angle. He's gonna get mollied off. Doesn't really have to reposition for that. Ooh, open grenade. Blows in their face. Papadilo. At the timing, it's gonna peak right at the required moment. Finds two for himself. Easy. Lee secures the round. A 10 on 9 scoreline. We still have like 4 rounds for either team to get to the match point.
Hmm.
And economy wise, TSD is definitely gonna be ecoing this time. Tech 9's already crossed the board. One flashback as well. He's got the emerald. He's lost it. They will try to get that entry. The fast peak definitely working for them. Destroyer is gonna get picked off. He was completely blasted. If that one tap would have landed, I would have been completely blown away.
Well said. Ravana with the PK. Gonna get support. Crush lands a good one on Excite and immediately picks the weapon as well. Off in the hands of Yellow Flash. Have to see who would be the target. Oh, Jindu against Aryan. Gonna be quite interesting. To see if they would get the pick off, and yes, indeed, a lot of damage, and just like that, everyone at the moment around the name of Dragon, around to the name of DSD. Wow, indeed, a finals. So of course, this would continue.
This surely does seem to continue. Another equalizer coming in at 10 on 10 scoreline. TSD, even though they were on Inico, the way they approached the round, the way they executed the side was definitely commendable. That definitely led them to get the round as well. And Dragonlord was not expecting that, even though they should have, because it was an eco round. Obviously, it's going to be a fast B or a rush. Ravana is going to get mollied off, has to slow down for a little bit. Takes the time. Someone pushed up lows, double lows. There's going to be a spam coming in. Jinwoo waiting for someone. Peeking his crosshairs. Highly dicey though. Molly as well. Just in case to clear the close positions. Will force or flush out the players close by.
Yes. Yellow Flash for the Famas. Bit of change in the formation. I see both angles are being covered to deny the entry into the site. I got to see how exactly this is going to happen, and they we go and answer. Aryan being picked off, discount killer, the spam happening, making sure that denial, and a quick one again. Bombadillo over there. Ravana picks it off as well. Down to 3v3. Why? Why exactly? Lovely moves from Caraglan. Took the advantage of the position and immediately disturbed the damage. Excite the last one standing at a bank, and here comes Caraglan again, but this time checks out. Excite along with Destroyer got the pick off. Down to 2v1. That's Discount Killer and Ravana. This should be quite interesting.
Should be interesting, but I don't think Dragon is gonna do anything about it. Excite knows there is not much time left for him to go and contest the site, let alone complete the retake alone. He is Surely gonna just save this time around. Might as well go for some exits. Let's see if we can find some. Oh, just too sweet in the pot. There's an op for him to take away in the next round. At least they have something to defend. Other than that, their economy is definitely not gonna be in the best position right now. There's the op, the flick not landing. Excite might have to pay for that, and yes, he surely has gotten the job. 11 on 10. Once again, Dragon Lords not able to save that up. Take it to the next round. Second time we've seen that.
Second time indeed. 11 to 10. Lovely moves from both the teams. Now, while at a bit of disadvantage, I don't see a victory happening from Dragon Lord at this juncture. With pistols only, particularly when the score is 11 to 10, is a troublesome indeed situation to watch. Yet, if they manage to pull it off, that's going to be quite historical, of course. 11-11, not of course not possible, but maybe after that, oh, denial. Discount killer, known for the same. DSD. Wow, 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 indeed. The dragons, what would be the answer? Of course, I mean, we already spoke about it that it's quite difficult for the team to manage with this. Next round could be something, could make a comeback. If at all, they pick the weapons, don't know.
Dragon Lords might as well have said goodbye to this round again. Discount Killer still holding that position, has it up, tries to find some more exits before he can, finish off this round. Call it a day. Is it good enough to say that he has secured this whole map? It is gonna be a little early for that. We still have one more round left. Surely 12 on 10. DSD gets that 2 round lead that they needed to get to that victory, get to that first map where they will be at least in an advantageous position when they go into the next map, and hopefully they can use it. But oh well, I'm talking in the future. Let's come back to the present. A 10-12 scoreline. CTs also have their full by this time around. They will have to use it wisely. If not, they will have to contest it in the next match itself. Jinwoo, decent util, is gonna fade away the smoke. Ooh, shots. Almost landing. Could have taken him down as well. If it was just even a second here and there.
Yes, timing indeed pretty much necessary and has to be maintained on point. Otherwise, you would be the one at the loss. So, got to see what the next move would be. A little bit of damage. Now, with all players intact, quite a bit of advantage could be gained. But Dragon Lords, they have to make sure that the pickoffs are happening otherwise, or else it can be troublesome. And just like that, Jinwoo, a quick trade. And with Ravana off the mark and Yellow Flash over here, oh my goodness, the heavy hitter one more time. It seems as if DSD is going to go for a big time close. Now, with only 3 men standing, the answer would be slightly troublesome. Bombatrillo off the mark. I mean, Bombatrillo taking it off. Down to 3v2, managing the position barely over here, and the utility is almost over. Only a flashbangs in the hands of Dragon. So need to make sure that it's being used at the right juncture. Slowly making it through to the side. Both have maintained the position. It's about the communication, but no, they fogged in DSD. Lovely, lovely victory indeed. Very much needed. So the first map of Anubis working in their favor. And from the CT side, a victory. While in the beginning, it definitely seemed as if it's not their day, but at the end, they back the victory. That's what is needed. So have to see how the next map is going to be for these teams and how exactly they are going to perform. Now that DSD has began it, now it is for the Dragons to say the ending for it.
Yeah, definitely. DSG securing the first map of the day will give them a really good upper hand in the next map, which is gonna come. and obviously they can use it in their favor and maybe like finish this whole BO3 right then and there. But it is definitely the end of the first match, and it was a phenomenal one. I really hoped that we'd go for that decider, we'd go to that overtime, but sadly that did not come around this time. TSD completely outplaying Dragon Lords. I was literally looking forward to that 12 on 12 at least, because even yesterday we had to see that like so many times. I was hoping we will get to witness something like that today. But oh well, that's completely fine. We can see it in the next map, because I really have a feeling next match is gonna be very, very cutthroat. And even DSD is gonna be struggling quite a lot.
Agreed. So before we jump into the next map, let's take a short break, during which please check out the products from ASUS and NVIDIA. Me, Santa, along with Pi, will be back very soon.
Yes, sir.
play to go further. Slightly a bit of cautious step from DST. If that's the case, then got to see. And here comes an answer right in the beginning. A crushing blow from Crush. That too over a heavy one. Excite another. By the time I can talk about it, fight is done and dusted. One with Jinbu, Big Most, Destruction as well, contributing for the same. The lovely bangers. That's a fantastic 2K. The last man standing has to get the 3, and it's an ace on the play. Troublesome indeed with that health left out, and not a lot to work with. So has to avoid the damage, and at the same point of time needs to get the frag. But against an op, an AK, and with Crush at a corner, got to see trouble. He got into trouble, and just like that. Crush has maintained the position and was very is off. As the position knows for a moment, the player is looking around the corner, didn't check it. At the same point, he took the position, gonna fall for the bait. Oh, lovely flick! I like it, didn't you? Wow, indeed, and what a contribution from the team as well. Fantastically done.
On the other end of that smoke, Aryan has that up, waiting for someone to peek in through a main. Timing found it perfectly, but Bombardilo just ran over his throat. Ridhu as well is going to find the second blow. Aryan as well is going to fall. Karagalan finds still in the game. A 1v3 still alive. Can go to the B side, though looks a bit iffy for him to go there. Yeah, he's boxed in. There's both ends. How can he just contest them?
Way the two players have been taken down, and Crash is the last one standing. I'm not sure why he's not using his rifle. Onto the reload, and looking at the situation, he's gonna go with the pistol. Excite the last going for the diffuse, and this is where a blow should happen. I don't know why Excite is
Rush held the diffuse. He got the diffuse as well. That's how you play it off, where you don't have to fight. Why fight? Just avoid violence, guys. Not that it's Counter-Strike, but oh well. Karagalan on the other hand, overextending to his aim main, finds two beautiful and single-handedly taking both the players down. Both the terrorists are now going to fall. Just one person alive. He's going to walk up behind them. They don't have an idea, but this count waited too long to trigger this. Not really in his favor. Gets one, gets the second. They were trying to defuse, but the timing was atrocious. There you go. Already entered. Karagalan finds Aryan. Destroyer has a sight all to himself. Can do the damage that his team needs. Karagalan falls. One more player has been picked off, and Crush in a 1v3 has a knob to make things a little bit more dicey for him to.
The Destroyer over here. Oh my goodness, he's been covered from both angles, but quickly takes a pick off. The usual not allowing him a lot of room to work with. The lovely usual exchange from both the corners, and Bombardilo comes in for a rescue, but before which they lose a bit of. And with that, and a quick one again. Bombardilo over there. Ravana picks it off as well. Down to 3v3. Why? Why exactly? Lovely moves from Karagalan. Took the advantage of the position and immediately dished out the damage. Excite the last one standing at the back, and here over here. Oh my goodness, the heavy hitter one more time. It seems as if BSD is gonna go for a big time close. Now, with only 3 men standing, the answer would be slightly troublesome. Bombardilo off the mark. I mean, Bombardilo taking it off. Down to 3v2. And the utility is almost over. Only a flashbangs in the hands of Dragon. So need to make sure that it's being used at the right juncture. Slowly making it through to the side. Both have maintained the position. It's about the communication, but no, they fogged in DSD. Making a play to go further. Slightly a bit of cautious step from DSD. If that's the case, then got to see. And here comes an answer right in the beginning. A crushing blow from Crush. That too over a heavy one. Excite another. By the time I can talk about it, fight is done and dusted. One with Jinbu, Big Most, Destruction as well, contributing for the same. The lovely bangers. That's a fantastic 2K. The last man standing has to get the 3, and it's an ace on the play. Troublesome indeed with that health left out, and not a lot to work with. So has to avoid the damage, and at the same point of time needs to get the frag. But against an op, an AK, and with Crush at a corner, got to see trouble. He got into trouble, and just like that. Crush has maintained the position and was very is off as the position knows for a moment the player is looking around the corner, didn't check it. At the same point, he took the position, gonna fall for the bait. Oh, lovely flick! I like it, Jinyu. Wow, indeed, and what a contribution from the team as well. Fantastically done.
On the other end of that smoke, Aryan has that up, waiting for someone to peek in through a main. Timing found it perfectly, but Bombardilo just ran over his throat. Who as well is going to find the second blow. Aryan as well is going to fall. Karagalan finds still in the game. A 1v3 still alive. Can go to the B side, though looks a bit iffy for him to go there. Yeah, he's boxed in. There's both ends. How can he even contest them?
Way the two players have been taken down, and Crash is the last one standing. I'm not sure why he's not using his rifle. Onto the reload, and looking at the situation, he's gonna go with the pistol. Exite the last, going for the diffuse, and this is where a blow should happen. I don't know why Exite is.
Rush held the diffuse. He got the diffuse as well. That's how you play it off, where you don't have to fight. Why fight? Just avoid violence, guys. Not that it's Counter-Strike, but oh well. Karagalan on the other hand, overextending to his aim main, finds two beautiful and single-handedly taking both the players down. Both the terrorists are now going to fall, just one person alive. He's going to walk up behind them. They don't have an idea, but this count waited too long to trigger this. Not really in his favor. Gets one, gets the second. They were trying to defuse, but the timing was broken. There you go. Already entered. Karagalan finds Aryan. Destroyer has a sight all to himself. Can do the damage that his team needs. Karagalan falls. One more player has been picked off, and Crush in a 1v3 has a knob to make things a little bit more dicey for him to.
The Destroyer over here. Oh my goodness, he's been covered from both angles, but quickly takes a pick off. The youth will not allowing him a lot of room to work with. The lovely usually is exchange from both the corners, and Bombardilo comes in for a rescue, but before which they lose a bit of. And with that, and a quick one again, Bombardilo over there. Ravana picks it off as well, down to 3v3. Why? Why exactly? Lovely moves from Karagalan. Took the advantage of the position and immediately disturbed the damage. Excite the last one standing at a bank, and here over here. Oh my goodness, the heavy hitter one more time. It seems as if BSD is gonna go for a big time close. Now, with only 3 men standing, the answer would be slightly troublesome. Bombardilo off the mark. I mean, Bombardilo taking it off. Down to 3v2. And the utility is almost over, only a flashbangs in the hands of Dragon. So need to make sure that it's being used at the right juncture. Slowly making it through to the side. Both have maintained the position. It's about the communication, but no, they fogged in DS. Making a play to go further, slightly a bit of cautious step from DSD. If that's the case, then got to see. And here comes an answer right in the beginning. A crushing blow from Crush. That too over a heavy one. Excite another. By the time I can talk about it, fight is done and dusted. One with Jinbu. Big moves. Destruction as well, contributing for the same. The lovely bangers. That's a fantastic 2K. The last man standing has to get the 3, and it's an ace on the play. Troublesome indeed with that health left out, and not a lot to work with. So has to avoid the damage, and at the same point of time needs to get the frag. But against an op, an AK, and with Crush at a corner. Hello, CS2 fans. Welcome back to NVIDIA iCafe Attack presented by ASUS and ROG. Please check out the lineup of products from ASUS as well as from NVIDIA. I'm Santa, joined by Pi, and we are going to witness the second map of the day. The first map indeed going head on between the teams and DSD being the victorious one. So, have to see what Dragons are going to say about it. So, Pi, let's get ready and jump into the map.
It is surely the time for the second map of the day. It is going to be Mirage. Haven't seen that in a while, and finally we get to witness Mirage, one of our OG classic maps of CS. Let's see what exactly does transpire in this game. Will finally Dragon Lords be able to get that victory on the board, and then we may see the tiebreaker map, or it comes to an end at this map itself right here, and it's going to be DST taking away the victory. Let's see how it goes down. It is finally tied for the second match of the day. Could be the match point and the series point as well. DST just needs to get rid of dust.
Yes, indeed. Have to give the best and Exite over here. Ready for the same. His position is already slightly. Oh my goodness. Oh, lovely shots. Lovely shots to the Nugget. And with that, it's a 5v3 situation. Dragon Lords, quite a bit of strong opening in the map. Now, got to see if they can check the other angles as well. Long, covered, Crush, Ravana, and Discount Killer on the other front. Pretty much prepared for the frags that are coming onto them. Got to see what and how. Okay, that's a good angle. And Aryan is well prepared to jump, and instantaneously you would see these two going off the mark. I didn't have any clue it was around the corner. And the moment the side entry bangers one after the other, crush the last one standing already low. Just one more shot and he goes off the mark. A big opening indeed for Dragon Lord. Now that's just the pistol down that happened. Even in the prior map, they gave a very good opening at the beginning. At the end, it was a different picture altogether.
At least in this match, the start is definitely going in favor for Dragon Lords. It has been a really good start for them, a 1-0 scoreline. Their CT side is going to be stronger, obviously. I think Mirage definitely does become a map where CTs and Ts both have the same amount of advantage, and if the Ts are good enough with the executes, fast enough with the executes, they might have a slight upper hand. That being said, it is going to be an eco round for DST. Even despite that, Discount Killer has still invested in a scout. Let's see what exactly will they be able to get out of this round. Crush and Ravana holding B main. Aryan has a really good position. It's going to be holding close outside B abs. 3 players here. This position might just get checked a little late. If not, they will be able to get one SMG out of this position. 4v5 still. The CTs are very careful. DST in this place would have just pushed it.
Oh, yes, as of now, they're not taking the aggressive approach. Meanwhile, Aryan one more time does the same he did earlier. Gets a beautiful 2K, goes for the third, but no, he's been taken down. And with this, Discount Killer, the last one standing, has to make sure the shots are precise. Else, it's around into the name of DSD 1v4. Troublesome indeed, gets one. Oh, my goodness, man. Yellow flash. What a lovely positioning with that equalizer. So likely so that DSD would love to make the streak continue the way they did it earlier. Look the way Aryan made sure that his position was not at all gonna go off the mark. Lovely connections from both the end. Now with just the pistols and a little bit of utilities, facing off these rifles and SMGs gonna be slightly difficult.
It's definitely going to be slightly difficult. It is going to be another eco round for them. And Dragon just has a stronger economy this time around, but 2 well elements is going to fall. Jinwoo is waiting to get his hands on his weapon. Second he got it, gets the entry for the team. Is going to smoke off market. Even CT is going to be smoked off now. They have the side control. They haven't even lost one single player at this point. Good spam from Zinwu. He just needs to be a little careful. All three holding window. See, even they're very stressed. That's what happens when you lose the first map of your grand finals. Your original play style goes down a little a notch, and that's when you start struggling. Even if you are a good team, even if you do play well, it really doesn't change anything because you are already at the back foot. And even this time around, yes, he had the weapons. They had the opportunity. But they didn't risk it because they knew they could have given away the weapons and it was an eco round for DSG. But despite that, DSG still was able to take away the round. A really good execute coming in from them. All they needed to do was take down two players and get the bomb down. And with that, they got the round pretty easily.
Yes, indeed. Easy. I have to say that they made their moves and they made it at the right time. So now got to see if they can do that again. Crush with the op. Have to see if those frags will make a connection or not. Has a very good angle. Meanwhile, a bit of a utility dump, and as soon as the peak happens, a quick denial, and that curriculum gets a lovely opening for the team. Marian as well fallen down, this, along with Destroyer. So it's a bit of difficult situation indeed for Dragon. And just like that, they are falling one after the other. Elementex, the last one standing. Oh my goodness, man. Bombadrillo has been replaced over here. So I have to see if with this change, can the Dragon fly in the next round? to to each an equalizer situation. Now, this is slightly troublesome indeed. Now, with the loadout available, I'm pretty sure the score would be 3-2 with couple of frags, a quick dump across the map. And yes, they have maintained the position advantage as well. Have to see how Dragons are going to get some quick frags at this juncture.
They really do need to get some picks this time around, but Ravana, I don't think so, will allow them to even get one kill this time around. It is down to a 3v5 already. Looks like a late A execute. Unfortunately, the flash was not the best. Ravana was the last cause of it. Yellow flash will find one for himself. Excite is also gonna fall. Last but not the least, it's gonna be Destroyer. Let's see, can he destroy someone? I don't really think so. Discount is gonna instantly shut him down. Just like that, it is going to be a really good round going in their favor.
Yes, into the favor. And look at the opening. Wow, what was that? Lovely moves done. And a great 2K. We expected it, and that's been delivered by the players. Lovely indeed. 3-2. Even on the replay, I felt as if, it happened the other way around. 3-2. Have to see. Now that they have the loadout, gone to. I can expect a quick one from Aryan, but Crush has a very beautiful angle. Knows for sure. I don't think anyone would peek at this moment. Already passed through the angle. So quick repositioning. Meanwhile, the way, oh my goodness, there comes an explosion and a banger, followed up by a couple of frags. Lovely deletions of the map. 3v3 situation. What's more in the store? Meanwhile, the plant happens, and in the post-plant situation, we always know that the chaos would ensue, and that's continuing. Ravana along with Carrigan. Over here, we have Excite along with Element X. Fantastic moves from both ends, and a frag. Ravana goes down. Oh my goodness, man! Equalizer. Expect this. I believe that Pi this will continue.
Yeah, this was a really close call. Even though DSC had the side control, they got the bomb down. They had everything done perfectly, but that overcommit towards market, that one player falling there instantly made their chances get completely shattered there. It was down to a 2v3, then both the CTs took their fights pretty well. Both the 1v1s they were able to secure, and then just like that, they got the retake done. They got the
Mhm.
defuse in on time, and with that, it is an equalizer once again. Dragon Lords will not let DSD take away that 2-round lead like last time because they know what it can do and they know how bad it can make their chances of taking away the game. That being said, this looks like a late B entry, in fact, late mid push or something. Ravana still holding under pass. It's a decent angle. I don't think so anyone is gonna fall down there. Look at Molly, that boosted position, not giving him a lot of opportunity there. He has to be repositioned. Loses a lot of HP. Slowly entering it. Have the connector control. Let's see. Will they be able to get that control though?
To get the control indeed, prior to that, couple more would fall, and I'm sure that it would be pretty big. Oh my goodness, through the window! Oh, no, no, the height advantage worked the favor, and Element X did not waste any time to bag it. Carrigan and Crush from the SD 2v4 situation. Look at the health of Element X. That's a lot of damage that absorbed. Dragon Lord, not gonna take a chance. What? Quick one. Was expecting from the other way around and didn't expect this. Crushed the last one standing, and that too with an off. I don't think make a big time move. I definitely tried over here and has been totally dismantled. I tried very well tried and got a bit of chance now through the banger, through the boxes. Troublesome indeed. The plan has happened, but the utilities trying to flush
Ooh,
out, crush,
ooh,
lands another beautiful blow. Goes for the last one and
easy, bro.
leads. Amazing move from Crush. What a victory indeed for the round into the name of DSD. Lovely move, Spike.
For sure, a really, really lovely round coming in from Crush. The shots he landed at the end was just brilliant, beautiful. Just enjoyed it thoroughly. Well, just like that, they will be securing their fourth round and getting that lead back in their corner. Really, really well played, execute there, no doubt. And with that, a 3-on-4 situation. Crush again with his op is going to be holding that angle. He had the shot, he had the line up perfectly. I don't know what happened there, maybe that micro movement or micro flick did not really work in their favor. But with that being said, oh, Dragon Lords, despite them playing in an eco round, they were able to get the first blood. Scum Killer already has control. Platinum is going to molly off windows. Has to play time.
Time indeed,
Sheesh.
and fantastically executed. Fabulous moves from Crush, making the best with the bit of damage. And another beautiful connection from Discount Killer. Just like that, it's all up to Yellow Flash, only with the pistol. Definitely going to be quite difficult to face these four players. And not at all gonna be easy. Yet has attempted, moved right into the mark. And again, gonna see Ravana landing a beautiful one. Fantastic victory one more time. Yes, indeed, the tactical timeout is also needed. Time to discuss the plan.
Yeah, they do definitely need to, focus a little bit more. Dragon Lords surely will be taking away this round, hopefully, after they have this timeout going in their favor.
Mhm.
They have invested in op. It is going to be Aryan with that hold towards window. Let's see if they can take down Crush. If they land the first blow, there is a high possibility they might just as well be able to hold down the size this time and even counter their execute. Even though DST has a really good lead, Dragon Lord has to do everything in their power to stop them right here, right now. Because if this goes to the second half and if they turn towards CT, I do think that DST will not let Dragon get either, not even get one round on the board. Even though that's going to be really difficult to achieve, still completely possible. Skunk Killer dropping a lot of util there. There's going to clear jungle, has to clear stairs as well. There's going to be one player holding back side. Yellow Flash blows the G. Excite go for 1. But Ravana and Crush are still in the game, guys. CTs don't celebrate too soon. There is still a big threat, and it is gonna be Carrigalan. That lurk towards underpass was not expected. Yellow flash, even though he did anticipate someone might be there, it was a little bit too late. And yes, he knows that the side B is clear. They can pretty easily go for that rotate. Ooh, the timing. Almost becoming in niche. But he's still alive, still in the game. Down to a 2v1. Ooh, nice boost there. Didn't really work in his favor. Carrigalan. Well fall.
Yes, not gonna be easy. Ravana low on health. Aryan has the position over here and is moving further to claim it into the side. Now, got to see if would get the opportunity to diffuse very good smoke, a bit of distraction, and is gonna get flushed out. Nice explosion, avoided the damage as well. Aryan is gonna get the other corner, maintain the position mode, and a right move from Aryan. Lovely execution. And look at the flick that was done by the player at the last moment. Couldn't explode. Avoid the final throw. All right. Good moves indeed. DSD with 6, Dragon Lord with 3. 3 rounds of difference between them. Have to see how they are going to bridge it.
Oof, another round. Making things a little bit more harder every single time. DST gets around, and with that, DST has lost any chance of them getting a lead in the first half, making things a little easier for them in the second half. Well, they can't change anything now. Really fast and execute element with some beautiful shots. Does get those shots connected. Time discount is gonna get picked off. Ravana as well falls in the second. Still do. They still do have the side control though. Can go for a lunge. That will still make their situation a little bit easier. 2 players holding market. Element is gonna fall. Carrigalan finds a one. And Jinwoo takes Excite down. A 3-on-6 score line. Looks like it's gonna be a 7-3 in no time. Oof.
Yes, agreed. The bomb drop. The bomb drop. Aryan and Destroyer. Oh my goodness, Destroyer off the mark. This attempt at Aryan all alone avoided a bit of. Oh my goodness, look at the health. Just the grace of bullet, and that's what happened. Goes down. Crush with the op. All that's needed was a pistol connection. 7-3 being the score. Now, look the cover. Maintain the position. Maintain the cool, calm composure. Lovely move from Aryan. That too, handling a 2K. Oh my goodness, man. Not at all was easy.
It was not easy, man. Even at the end, I thought Arden could have taken it away. Only if we had enough information about where the last player would have been, he could have, closed out the situation. But that's what happens when you don't have any info and where the last player was. See, he did check it this time. When he checked it the first time, maybe if he would have spotted him, could have been a bit easier. But sadly, that is not how things were supposed to happen. And a 3-7 score line, nonetheless. Let's move forward to another round. Let's see Carrigalan this time finds the opening, finds the second frag, takes down element. There's going to be a trade coming in at the same time. CT takes down a player for himself. Carrigalan, timing is going to be crazy for him if it works out. Does he check backside? I don't think so. I don't think so. He's not going to care enough about the position. He's going to clear market instead. It is not going to go in his favor. Exactly. They're still anchoring. This is a for them. Across still alive in a 1v3 situation. Was able to pull off the same situation last time, but this time it is not going to be easy.
Not gonna be easy indeed. 7-4, and you know what? Dragon Lord slowly making their comeback into the game. Yellow Flash with the op this point. Crush maintaining the same. Okay, that's an interesting way to go ahead from here. I have to see if they can make the best use of the situation. Otherwise, this is gonna be a big time dent for the next round. Cover the angle, the long. I want that off connection by.
Yeah, we surely want those op connections. Those are the, satisfying picks at the end of the day.
Yes.
Uh, DST still struggling a little bit, but hey, they've gotten the lead. They've gotten to the seven scoreline already. If they are able to find this round as well, it's just gonna be a little bit more helpful for them, no doubt. But let's see, can they manage to do that? Yellow Flash holding with his op. Where exactly is he? That is going to be the question. Still holding A. Doesn't really work for him though. There's a player already towards A main who's pushed up. I don't really think Yellow Flash is needed on A side. Maybe he can change his position a little bit.
Change of position. Yes. Now, moving further. 7-4. My goodness, what a shot from Yellow with this. Crush maintaining the angle and gets a banger over his height with that. Destroyer as well. Immediate retaliations. A good angle to take over there. 4v2 a situation. A little bit of distraction and it's gonna go off the mark. Dragon Lord made a very big move in this, and with that, low on health, Crash and Discount Killer may not be able to make the exact move they have anticipated. Now, on the other front, look at the way Aryan has held the fort, and at the position he made it earlier, gets it done again along with Yellow. The last frag, and just like that, gets it an easy pick off 5-7.
Whew. Was a good half for sure. Dragon Lords definitely not letting TSC get to that 8 point mark. And a 7-5 scoreline, they can pretty easily pull it off from here as well. All they need to do is get the first round. That is the only focus that they need to have at this point of time. They need to deny TSD from getting the side control after they've gotten the bomb down. And if that does happen, they can pretty easily go back to an equalizer and then play it out from there. But that is going to be possible only if they are able to get this crucial round right here, right now. Very, very close call. Dragon, if they lose the lead this time again, they will surely lose the BO3.
Whew. Yes, that's an outcome for sure. And a DSD has definitely geared up for it. Pistols on both fronts, 7-5. An easy one over here with the height advantage. Definitely big ones over the nugget. Moves in and a banger on the head. One more connection. Crushing the opponents of the mark. Aryan over here. The last one standing. No connections. And he's been taken off as well. 8-5. Some moves from DSD.
Whew, definitely some really good moves from DST this time around. Well played, no doubt. Their hold is obviously going to be good just as well if they're able to attack this good. Oof, the one taps from Crush was just butter smooth. An 8-5 scoreline, Dragon Lords. Sadly, lost that opportunity. Now they will have to put in double the efforts, double the amount of sweat to just find those 2 more rounds just to get to that equalizer. They don't even have an economy going in their favor, obviously, given that they've lost the first round.
Yes, indeed. Made a good one. 8-5. 3 rounds of victory needed for Dragon, but doesn't look like DSD is gonna make them happen and going for the big ones. Yet Destroyer says that let's make a move. Gets a good frag, the two of Aryan. One more about to happen, but no Yellow Flash getting denied. It is Destroyer to the end, and Eagle is possible, but not before Discount Killer. Lovely 1v1 between Discount Killer and Destroyer. I have been waiting for that. The weapon disadvantage, yes, agreed. With the loss bonus triggered, got to see if they can make a move. 9-5. Let's go.
This surely 9-5, man. Santa, things are not getting easier for Dragon Lords. Oof, this is going to be a buy round for them. They have to do something if they intend on winning this map right this round. That's what I've been saying for the past 3 rounds. But then again, we haven't yet seen any outplays coming in from Dragon Lord's team. 3 players hold up in mid. There's gonna be a late commit. Discount Killer knows their position. So where exactly the boost came from? Gets the opening. Takes out Element, but Excite was aware of his position, was there for the trade. Frag as well takes him down. Equalize the man advantage at least. Looks like it could be a late A execute, but that would not be a good idea. 3 players towards A, 1 towards B, and that too just towards B short. That's gonna be a really difficult task for them to put away.
Difficult task indeed, and made it slightly smoothly in over here. Dragon Lord with a 3% advantage, but Aryan off the mark, it seems that is DSD still has it. Yes, indeed. Crush landing some beautiful crushing blows over Dragons, denying them the entire opportunity with a full buy. Unfortunately, could not make it through. Oh my goodness! Now I have to make wait one more round in order to make a comeback. But meanwhile, by it definitely seems as if DSD wants to just close it in a style.
Oof, it is just like it's like making things worse for Dragon Lords every single round, and even this time around, Crush is not gonna help them out by giving them any frags whatsoever. Gets massive, humongous, 4K. Santa, this does not feel like a final, man. This time around, it's a very one-sided game. It looks like a qualifier, to be fair.
Hmm.
They're just brutally dominating them.
Let's see, man. Opening. Uh, okay. See, here's what I think is that sometimes when you are in the competing scenario, the pressure gets you a little bit. So you have to keep the cool, calm composure and work with the team in order to get the bangers. Talking about the bangers, a beautiful one, but missed it out. That's gonna cost a little bit for yellow. Has to back out a little bit in order to reposition and then move further. 11-5. Oh, dragons, fly high, breathe fire, and then make it further. Crush could be taken down. Doesn't have the angle. Yes, indeed, that's what expected, and Element X has delivered it. Ravana is in a difficult position. He also goes down. Dragon Lord, they are making the correct move. Since as of entertainment is still over here. But Jinwu and Discount Killer with them going down. Yes, indeed, the dragons have started flying.
11-6 on the scoreboard. Dragon Lords finally getting a round on the board. Definitely making things a little different. Not easier at least. They still need to cover 5 rounds to even close into DSD's massive, humongous lead. And even if they do win this match, they still have one more match. See, the amount of effort they have to put is going to be so massive. This is why I didn't want them to let DSD get so many rounds this early in the game. At least if they had gotten a lead, at least if they've gotten a lead in the first half, it could have been a bit easier when they swapped sides. But oh well, they were not able to get that. That being said, DSD this time around, Crush again with that op is still going to be a big threat to Dragon Lord. Till the time they don't get that opper, they can't enter the site, let alone get the bomb down. And if it's a mid execute, then I have no words for them. They will surely get picked off one by one. At least if they use those utils, if they put those crossing forks on time and like in position, they can still like manage to shut down the offer for some. Excite here, trying his level best, is gonna be able to. It wasn't him that found the frag, was Shin who getting picked off. Discount Killer comes with a counter of his own. Crush is obviously not gonna stay quiet like that. He finds one for himself. It looks like a late BX. Just one player anchoring the whole side. It's gonna be Carrigan.
Carrigan indeed.
Yeah.
The yellow flash and excite both With Ops, but Excite extremely low on health against four deadly opponents. Crush on the other corner. 24 frags to his name. My goodness, I just realized that. Lovely numbers on the board. Got to wait and see. Dragon Lord, they made the move earlier. Just have to punch it at the right time. Avoided the flash. Jump attack. Heavily denied. Crushing blows, one after the other. Let's go. Even the last one is going to be a big one. Yellow flash has been taken down with that. Another round into the name of DSD. Just one step closer to win the map. And the tournament.
One round closer to getting the grand finals in their name. DSD is surely cutting it really close this time. Almost there, but it is going to be another timeout coming in. It's going to be a timeout. Dragon Lords. Last tactical timeout if they lose this round.
Mhm.
Hopefully, this has to be some game changing discussion. If not, we already have our winner for this series. Looks like it's going to be DSD most probably. 6 rounds, and do we really hope? Do we really like think that Dragon Lord has any opportunity of getting a win this map?
I would go with the thought and give it an opportunity, a chance. Let's say that they make. Okay, let's be a little bit hopeful because we have seen Dragon Lord making some very very good moves in the prior states of the prior stages. What song? Sorry, the situation is so intense that I'm losing out on words. In the prior stages of the series, they definitely made a lot of big moves, even in the earlier tournament. So we know that
Yeah.
they are known to do it. Just waiting for them to execute the moves. Look at the lovely flashbang. Doesn't have any room to work with, and just like that, yellow flash along with the player checks them out. I mean, taking them off the mark. One more banger. What will happen? Doesn't have the room to work with. Crush one more time. He is known to land the blows. 2K for Crush. Amazingly executed, denying the opportunities. Almost for a moment, I knew that dragons are about to fly high, but Crush made the crushing blow. It's up to Yellow Flash to get this job done for the team, but he's been pointed out and the series, the tournament, the map winners. What a move, what a move, what a move. TSD. Lovely indeed.
It was a phenomenal matchup, even though both the finalists were not like at par with each other. It was not the best matchup today, was not the best day either for Dragon Lodge. Even though we know them as a really good team, today they were not able to perform, they were not able to show their true colors. Even though they did try their level best, it was just not good enough. It was a really good day though. We have our final victors for the day and for the event as well. It is gonna be DST taking it all away in a very beautiful manner. It has been a fun experience. It has been a fun event, Santa. We had a lot of fun, and we obviously have the winner as well.
Yes, indeed. I had a lot of fun, and Pai rightly mentioned we saw some exciting matches
Yes, sir.
through this tournament and amazing teams, amazing players all the way around. Be a winner or not, I mean, in my view, everyone is a winner. Of course, at the end, we'll have only one team who
Yes,
moves
sir.
further and claims the title, and the others, they got that learning opportunity. My friend Ryder always says that you win or you learn. It's one of this, nothing other than that. So, yes, fantastic way to cover the entire event. And thank you so much for NVIDIA and ASUS for covering this. And thank you so much for those amazing products. Gaming has always been fun. And these graphic cards, along with the cooling systems and the other accessories, it doubles up the fun factor. Of course, you need that edge when you're playing a first person shooter game or in an open world. When you
Yes, sir.
have a huge map, your graphic card has to handle the pressure. That's been covered by NVIDIA along with ASUS. Thank you so much for this. So, by any closing words from your end?
No, it was a really cute event this time that we saw. It was a a small event. We didn't see a lot of overtimes. We didn't see like those crazy BO three finals where we have to witness all the maps and we see every map being a decider.
Mhm.
And I just like it was a fun event. That's all. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, we will see you in the next event. It has been a fun one. It has been a good one for sure.
So thank you so much. You guys have a nice time. I hope you enjoyed the event. If so, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that the next one starts and you immediately get a notification about the video. Go ahead, please do it. Check us out as well. This is Santa along with Pi signing out for now. Till next time. Sayonara.
Bye.
Slightly a bit of cautious step from the SD. If that's the case, then got to see. And here comes an answer right in the beginning. A crushing blow from Crush. That too over a heavy
Oh,
one. Excite another. By the time I can talk about it, fight is done and dusted. One with Jimbo, Big Most, destruction as well, contributing for the same. The lovely bangers. That's a fantastic 2K. The last man standing has to get the three, and it's an ace on the play. Troublesome indeed with that health left out and not a lot to work with. So has to avoid the damage and at the same point of time needs to get the frag. But against an op, an AK, and with Crush at a corner, got to see trouble. He got into trouble, and just like that. Crush has maintained the position and was very is off as the position knows for a moment the player is looking around the corner, didn't check it. At the same point, he took the position, gonna fall for the bait. Oh, lovely flick! I like it, didn't you? Wow, indeed, and what a contribution from the team as well. Fantastically done.
On the other end of that smoke, Aryan has that up, waiting for someone to peek in through a
Mhm.
main. Timing found it perfectly, but Bombardilo just ran over the throats. Who as well is going to find the second blow. Aryan as well is going to fall. Karagalan finds still in the game. A 1v3 still alive.
Hmm.
Can go to the B side, though looks a bit iffy for him to go there. Yeah, he's boxed in. There's both ends. How can he even contest them?
Way the two players have been taken down and Crash is the last one standing. I'm not sure why he's not using his rifle. Onto the reload and looking at the situation, he's gonna go with the pistol. Excite the last going for the diffuse, and this is where a blow should happen. I don't know why Excite is
Rush held the diffuse. He got the diffuse as well. That's how you play it off, where you don't have to fight. Why fight? Just avoid violence, guys. Not that it's Counter Strike, but oh well. Karikalan on the other hand, overextending to his aim main, finds two beautiful and single-handedly taking both the players down. Both the terrorists are now gonna fall. Just one person alive. He's gonna walk up behind them. They don't have an idea, but this count waited too long. The trigger is not really in his favor. Gets one, gets the second. They were trying to defuse, but the timing was approaching. There you go. Already entered. Karikalan finds Aryan. Destroyer has a sight all to himself. Can do the damage that his team needs. Karikalan falls. One more player has been picked off, and Crush in a 1v3 has a knob to make things a little bit more dicey for him to.
the destroyer over here. Oh my goodness, he's been covered from both angles, but quickly takes a pick off. The usual not allowing him a lot of room to work with. The lovely usually is exchange from both the corners, and Bombardillo comes in for a rescue, but before which they lose a bit of. And with that, and a quick one again. Bombardillo over there. Ravana picks it off as well. Down to 3v3. Why? Why exactly? Lovely moves from Kargalan. Took the advantage of the position and immediately dished out the damage. Excite the last one standing at a bank, and here over here. Oh my goodness, the heavy hitter one more time. It seems as if BSD is gonna go for a big time close. Now, with only 3 men standing, the answer would be slightly troublesome. Bombardillo off the mark. I mean, Bombardillo taking it off. Down to 3v2. And the